Hi everyone, welcome to MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne. Welcome to your Sun Sign Love Connection readings for the first half of September. Yay! September. Wow. Yeah, so we're definitely in the thick of beautiful Virgo season. So when you have any sign in their first house, which is known as their sun season, for a good month or so, it affects all of us. So there's that beautiful grounded energy that Virgo provides for us. And there's the Mercury ruled aspect that clears our mind and gives us, focus and, detail oriented kind of thoughts as far as anything, whether it be conversations or, ideas about inventing new ideas, about new, jobs, about new friendships, about new relationships. Everything seems to just kind of feel like it's happening in a more smoother way for the first half of September. Maybe not even so much that. I'm already stuttering, and we do, in fact, have a Mercury retrograde at the end of the month, everybody. Yes, we do. And we'll manage, of course, like we always do. It will be in Libra, and we have, 3 planets in Libra right now, and it'll continue to get to 5 before we get to, or by the time we get to Libra season on the 22nd of September, which is also the first equinox autumn day, so the day of, autumn and fall. And so lots happening in this month. So I'm going to break it off just like the first half and say, forgive me, we are featuring the beautiful sign of Aquarius today. And, Virgo is good for you, Aquarius. You're an air sign, but that you love the idea of mind. As an air sign, you think, and you're very much in your mind. You're the masculine energy that, we all have masculine and feminine. And you're very, very creative in your thoughts and your ability to connect and speak. You're sociable, you're kind, you're friendly, you care about the world at large. You represent the humanitarian sign, with what appears to be water, but it's actually thoughts and information that you want to spew out into the world so that everybody can educate themselves and everybody can learn, and it can be a fair playing field, which I want to see in my lifetime. I truly, truly do. And you believe in it. You're the star in the Tarot, Aquarius. So, and we have Jupiter and Saturn in your sign still through the end of the year. It's in retrograde. In fact, 6 planets will be in retrograde by month's end, including the Mercury. But it's still beautiful. And Jupiter and Saturn will go forward in direct in October, I believe on the 18th. Lots of beautiful, magical things are coming. You can do and be and accomplish and achieve things that normally don't happen when you don't have Jupiter in your sign. So you want to really focus on that. And the new moon that happens on the 6th, which is Labor Day, which is next Monday, that's a great time to put that impetus in that idea and those dreams and that star vision that you're going to hold on to, because that's how you are, Aquarius. You're a fixed sign. You are determined when you have something that you want to do or help somebody or, just anything it is. You will become and do exactly what you wish. So it's a really good time for you. And the retrograde, of course, time is when we can review and renew and relax. And it's a slower kind of month for that, which I like, because there's a lot that's gone on this year as well. So if you've gone on vacation and you have a couple more in mind, it's a great thing to do. Just double check your plans and make sure that you'll be open for delays and that sort of thing. Let's pick your highlighted connection, okay? And with this highlighted connection, I'll be reading the 4 major categories, so stick around. And then I've got your 2 oracles. And I'm shortening the readings a little bit because I have 1 left, and I want to make sure and get them out today in between work. But I'm really feeling good. I feel like there's so many beautiful energies this month that you can grab onto should you choose to. So your beautiful, spiritly guided, right in front of you, highlighted connection for you, Aquarius, is going to be Scorpio. Let's see here. Nope, Scorpio didn't have you as highlighted, but I like it. I've definitely seen this, and there's a lot of beautiful, sensual, physical, passionate kind of energy that comes with that. You know, we've got the water element of Scorpio and their depth and there's, you know, intensity in anything they do, as they too are a fixed sign. And they are ruled by, more modernly, by Pluto, historically by Mars. So there's kind of a fiery, kind of passionate side to them, but also direct, as I said, and delving deep, boy. They're the eighth house. They're the house of inheritance and life and death and rejuvenation and, you know, other people's money and mysteries and secrets and all those types of things that really a lot of people have said, and I've certainly experienced it with Scorpio. You just have this really very attractive kind of mysterious air about them, you know, and it kind of lures people in, you know. They've got those little claws as the scorpion, right? You don't want to cross a Scorpio, that's for sure. And they're hard to forgive and forget. But I think through time, depending on many other placements, they obviously do. But when they're in it for the long haul as far as love. Definitely friendships. They're one of the most loyal signs you'll ever come across. And once again, with a lot of the planets in Libra right now forming and then gaining, including Venus right now, which then goes into Scorpio on the 10th of September. Mars, which will enter into Mars that will enter into Libra on the 14th. That's power. That's your fellow air sign. Anytime Libra has something, or Gemini, you're going to feel it as well because you're the same element. And it's going to be very, very beneficial because it's going to give you that chutzpah that you've needed and wanted, even if it is a relaxing time. Your mind can still be energetic, right? You want to get out there and start that new exercise regimen, go for it. Just be careful that you don't overdo it. Just finding the balance, which is what another huge trait of Libra is. So I like this a lot for you, and I've seen it, and I think with the full moon on Pisces on the 20th, which is all about healing and about our incredible creative side being awakened, and our spiritual side for sure with Pisces, whatever that means to you, but also the ability to heal and to also rejuvenate and reinvent ourselves. And maybe you want to change the way you look. Maybe you want to just start fresh in a whole entirely new way, in a new relationship, in a new location, you know, new job, whatever it is. There is a lot of energy that'll work towards that, and recognizing your incredible intuitive abilities and listening intently to them. So for that, I'm going to read the 4 major categories, as I said. And then I'll go on to the oracles. But the first category, if you have not watched my channel, is the overall energy. And for those of you who are coming back, I love and appreciate you a lot. Thank you for your support. It means a great deal to me, and that's why I do this, obviously. So it's not being overlooked, I promise. Your overall energy, though, for the month of September, Aquarius, and definitely Scorpio, but all of Aquarius's connections, okay? This is a highlighted kind of energy that could very well be somebody you know or are going to meet, or just you have a lot of water in your chart, perhaps, Scorpio, or you're just feeling and picking up on these energies, and maybe something happening in the season of Scorpio will be prevalent. So keep an eye and take notes. Your overall energy is the 2 of coins. So by the way, I have to say this. I just did the featured sign of Capricorn, and they're an earth sign, so they're the coins of the pentacles. Every one of their categories was coins, so they're really strong and beautifully in their energy. It's beautiful. 2 of coins is balance. There you go. There's that Libra energy coming through for you, you know, because we have Libra and Venus right now, and Venus is love, and Venus is relationships, and it's being balancing in our relationships, in our work, and in our interactions with people. I mean, that's huge to Libras. They want to get along. They want to see different sides. They want to be fair. They want to be diplomatic, and they want to be, they compromise. They're willing to do that. So we all can learn from that. And that's what's coming through. But it's kind of magical time, to be honest. Beautiful things are transpiring. In addition to you having Jupiter in your sign, the benevolent, beautiful sign that expands everything. It only happens every 12 years, Aquarius, so make the most of it. There's a lot of opportunities coming through. You'll know. You understand. There'll be changes this year that'll affect your whole life. And so, yeah, just keeping aware of, you know, your finances, the practical side of your life is coming into the, to focus. And you have great energies with Virgo with that. So things are kind of working streamlined. They're going to be okay. I see that you have that in control. It feels good. You know, you can always use more, I suppose, but you're content. You feel you have enough. And that's more than most people can say, right? So that's a beautiful way to come into it. And like I said, you're definitely feeling the energies of the air sign of Libra as well. And then we have, we actually had the moon today, September 1st, in Cancer. So that's a water sign. So you're feeling that beautiful, harmonious part of you that feels with your emotions. Like, you know, whomever you're around, it's like you feel more of a compatibility and a deeper sense of feeling than normal as an air sign. You know, we tend to be detached, they say. Well, that's coming more to the forefront, and it feels good. And that Scorpio can certainly bring that out of you. That is for sure. And the second category is that of possible blessings or obstacles. And you have the beautiful Four of Chalices. Okay, so there's 2 cups. 2 cup cards. Now, the Four of Chalices generally with the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, although I'm using the beautiful star, and that's your star, right? Star Spinner Tarot, is about having a decent amount. You know, this doesn't show it, but there's usually 3 cups, you know, in front of the person that's sort of looking very pensive and kind of maybe daydream and thinking about, well, it's not quite enough. I mean, there's just something missing. And then there's a hand coming from the sky that's offering the Ace of Cups, the one final cup, to kind of balance it and make that 4, which is the numerology number for balance and stability and so forth. And it's a beautiful mermaid. And there's a castle in the background. And so things are actually really good. And you recognize that. And you don't want to be unappreciative or ungrateful, but there's ideas or, you know, new possibilities in the horizon that you know and you feel, and you're kind of waiting and you're a little listless and you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna trust in that full moon by the 20th, right? That's gonna really heal some feelings. Maybe it's just all emotional, because you're definitely showing the emotion with this Scorpio energy and now with this Four of Chalices. But either way, this too shall pass, right? Because we all have times like that. And I feel like your wishes and dreams and manifestations will definitely transpire. Just believe and think on the positive side, as they say. Okay, so the only obstacle is maybe yourself, you know, as a mind sign, or you know, a person with an air element as myself. We do that a lot. We tend to go that way, but we can reel it back in as soon as we start feeling that way and focus on the positive, and all sorts of gorgeous things come in. The third category is that of finances. So maybe, you know, you've got the 2 and you're like, that's good and I'm content, but I could really use a little more for a car I need, or, you know, who knows? And you're trying to think, how can I go about doing that? Because I know there's always ways to do it. And that would be the, you know, the 4 of Cups, to fulfill that, or fulfill some creative endeavor or something that's really important to you. So you're really thinking about it. And this would be the month to do that, you know, before you just jump out and try to make something happen. I wouldn't advise it, but I mean, you could. So your financial card is, it's the 5 of Swords. So yeah, you're a lot in your head, no doubt about it. And as I said, as an air sign, I can completely relate. And it's like there have been conversations that don't seem to go anywhere about money, maybe, or about, you know, let's say you, for example, you're in a relationship, or you're married, or you have a good friend, or you want to go in business, and you just can't quite, you don't have that meeting of the minds, you know. Well, it's really a situation where, you know, at some point you're going to come to a resolution. I mean, you have up to this point, you haven't been with this person or this. Even if it's yourself, you know, you always come up with a solution. I can't say when. And with the retrograde happening later, it may confuse that even more. Maybe this is a premonition about that. You're not going to get the right information that you want at the right time, because timing is so much about everything, right? But just hang in there. You know, you've got the 2 swords down. You've already gotten through those conversations or those conflictions or contradictions that have occurred somehow. Be strong. You always are. You're very independent. You're very, very capable and creative and all the other things. So just be aware and listen to the way you're presenting your, you know, your words, and then, you know, the people that are not necessarily being diplomatic or making any sense, just send them love and say, it's okay, I'm going to take my deep breaths and go back to pondering for a little bit, because this too shall pass. And anytime it's an air element kind of message, it's always much quicker in changing, because they're like clouds. Our thoughts are like clouds, right? So you hang in there. Those 3 are beneficial right now, and it represents growth when it's 3. Things are going to change, you'll see. And the healing of the full moon will be very beneficial for that as well. So finances will improve, and it will definitely make more sense, I would say, by, for sure, October. And then the final category is that of blessings and wishes. No, it's not. It's surprises and wishes. And, you know, I love this one because I don't know what you're wishing for, but you may be very surprised that all this concern and confusion could very well melt away in one moment. And I don't know what that is, but I know it's happened to me more times than I could ever tell you. And I really kind of dig it, because you've got the coins, the cups, the swords, which is a beautiful balance. You want all of the elements in your situation so that you can feel that balance of things, because that's what life is. It's all the elements. So your beautiful last card under the major categories is going to be for the wishes and surprises. Oh, baby. You see, I mean, it's pretty amazing. You do have 2 cups now, by the way. You're pensive, kind of not quite 100% fulfilled. It could very well have to do with relationships. Of course, with the energies of Libra, like I said, it's going to be predominantly about relationships this month. And it doesn't have to be love, but, oh, it's all love. But you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be romantic, but it's very much a part of this month. And you have the 2 of chalices, and that's absolutely about love, and that's about partnership, and the right partnership, and the person who's there for you, and who cares about you, and who listens to you, and still hangs around, you know? It's like the ultimate. And that's a really beautiful surprise, or wish. Because maybe you're just feeling a little lonely lately, you know? I know I have been, and I know a lot of us have, and that's not going to happen for too much longer. And it is a very, very auspicious year for you, Aquarius. And everything is really more in your favor than you would even imagine yet. But you still have a lot of time to realize that. So I love that for you. And that's what you bring out from all of the reading. That's the most crucial, you know, last important message brought to you. So hang on to that, as well as these couple of oracle messages. And I've chosen this beautiful Motivation Manifesto deck for the oracle this first half of the month of September. It's very inspirational, very filled with love, and there to guide us. That's what the divination and oracles do for us, and remind us of things. You know, we know as a collective, or unconsciously, we're all connected, and we know way more than we give ourselves credit, or we've forgotten, and so forth. It's all there. And this brings it back up and says, yes, thank you. I'm going to hold on to that. I want to say this as an affirmation and make myself feel better when I have those 4 cup days, when, like, I know it's good, but there's something not quite, you know, balanced. So your beautiful message, Aquarius. Greatness belongs to those who have mastered the ability to focus relentlessly on their ambitions and act decisively towards them. Well, there you go. Relentlessly. That's who you are. You're a fixed sign. I know nothing else from fixed signs, you know, and they may have to stop and start and try again, but they will not give up. Greatness belongs. I love that. We're all great. We all are so much. We're all absolutely enough. But these inspiring kind of messages are really, really useful. I know they are to me. I hope it is to you as well. And you can just lift your spirits because of that. So the final category is that of the Super Attractor Manifestation deck, where we wish our manifestations and the lives that we choose into fruition, because that's how powerful we really are. And don't ever underestimate yourself. I'm telling you, we have that gift. And it's about time we all start utilizing it, right? And I know more and more people are. And I'm just here to help, be an instrument and encourage you to do so, because it's a beautiful gift. And so for the remainder of the reading and the last, I love this. I love this. And it's perfect for you. And you can take a picture if you want to. Just say this over and over and over and over and over. It's good to feel good. And it truly is, because we all know what it's like to not feel good. And it only makes the times that do feel good that much more important and special and magical and so love-filled, right? It is the heart chakra color, opening your heart. And you certainly are doing that. Your reading is really, really beautiful. And it's a really, truly good time for you. And I hope that you resonate now, but you may not. You can always check your moon, ascendant, or even Venus placements, because they definitely can resonate more than other months. And I never know what that is. It's a general reading. But I really appreciate you being here. If you did like what you saw and you want to come back, and I hope you will, because I'll be back here for you for mid-month readings. Just push that like button and subscribe and share and do all the wonderful things that are very supportive and helpful to me. And you take extremely good care of yourself. Have a beautiful first half of the month, and yeah, make those intentions for that new moon. It's a big, beautiful, powerful one that grounds the Virgo energy, grounds it into reality for long term. Okay, so yeah, with that note, take good care. Love you. Bye for now.